Well, happy July 4th, everybody. It's Thursday. We're in week 1 still of our Things Happen in Threes with our July journal. And I am so excited to be with you the 4th day this week. We are continuing with our progress and moving forward with our morning devotionals and Things Happen with Threes. And as always, when I get my journal open, I'm just writing the day's date up here so I can kind of keep track. Yesterday, during July 3rd, again, when I broke up my devotional, the first part is to write down the names of 3 people that I'm going to be praying for this week and just kind of letting them know that they're not alone in this world, focusing on other people instead of myself, remembering that I'm not the center of the world, but trying to focus on other people. And part of that is remembering that God's sense of humor. And again, that number 3 and how things happen in threes. And there's a phrase out there that's called the midnight hour of prayer. And again, God's sense of humor. It's not really midnight that he's waking you up at, but it's 3 a.m. And he'll wake us up sometimes at 3 a.m. and just burden us or have us pray for people or a situation or just whatever, and he'll have us continue to pray for people or places or things. And sometimes it's not even about anything, but he just wants us to pray and just keep praying until that burden of prayer is relieved. And I find it funny that while we're praying about 3 things happen in threes and following through with this devotional over the coming months, that he continues to follow through with that. And it's a crazy time to be waking up for some of us, but I find it's also funny, the best time to strengthen that time with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. For some of us, we're finishing up our midnight hour right now, and I just have a quick question. When was the last time you were awakened at the midnight hour? All right, so when we move on over to Thursday, whoops, I went too far, Thursday, and we've got those 3 people down. Let's talk about today's Bible verse. Now, this is the second part of our Things Happen in Threes, where we have a daily Bible verse that we read it, we say it, we read it, and we write it so that we can apply it. One of the best ways to carry the word in our hearts is to learn it, to remember it, and do it. So today's Bible verse is Isaiah 30:18. Yes, the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore, he will rise up to show you compassion. For the Lord is the God of justice. Blessed are all that are willing to wait for him. So what we're going to do now is we're going to write the word. And you can write the word for word here, or you can paraphrase it, how that word means to you, how you're going to better remember that word. And then just below, write about how that word is applying to you. How is this verse applying to you? Sometimes a new verse, we can read a verse over and over and over again, and it falls flat. It doesn't mean anything to us today. And sometimes it has a new chord. It's like we've never seen that verse before, and it strikes new meaning. Write about that here. And then, of course, for the month of July in our notes section, we're doing it a little bit differently. Now, you can continue just to use this as your journaling time, or how we were doing it in the month of June. For example, we did our 6 steps of journaling, where we wrote down our gratitude, our confession, our forgiveness. We had a journal question, we answered it, and then, of course, our final step is obeying it. But this month, we're writing a little pen pal letter to the Lord, or a love letter to the Lord, where, again, sometimes if we have a burden going on in our life, or we want to share something, sometimes it's just easier to share with someone else. Why not share it with the Lord this month? So go ahead and write your letter here, and I just want to quickly kind of show you. It doesn't need to be long. Yesterday, my letter was pretty short. So just keeping those things in mind. All right, everybody, you have a great 4th of July. Stay safe today. And I will see you in the morning for Friday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.